As you can see, the Diamond Beach is 379 kilometers from Reykjavik, so it is quite far, and you will need to have a car to reach there, or if you take the bus. Either way, you would have to stay in and around Diamond Beach to visit the beach. I was visiting Iceland recently. I was in Reykjavik. I came to know about diamond beaches of Jokulsarlon when I was researching the glaciers. It's a fascinating beach. I wanted to see it, and apparently it's a very beautiful beach. So I said, okay, I will just go and have a look at it. Well, finally, after 2 hours of beautiful and sumptuous drive through beautiful landscapes of Iceland, I reached this glacier lake called Jokulsarlon. This is where the glacier breaks into small icebergs which float around in the lake until they get washed away into the sea. So some of the glaciers look really beautiful and glistening blue in color. They tend to have more ice trappings or gas trappings in them, which creates this bluish hue for the ice mass. And when there's not enough air entrapped in the mass, then they just look very dark and black ice, like black ice. And there are lots of birds flying around, trying to catch some fish. And also there were a couple of seals swimming in helter-skelter. And it is quite a busy lake, and it's quite nice to look at. I took some lovely photos. Then I moved on to the Black Diamonds Beach. Overall map of Iceland, and you can see there are 4 big ice caps, 1 here, 2, 3, 4. This is the biggest ice mass of Iceland. It's called Vatnajökull Glacier National Park, and they've got multiple tongues of glaciers flowing out of it. And as we zoom it, and you can see it better. You can see the tongues are beginning to appear. They are the individual glaciers. So that's Jokulsarlon, that's the Skaftafell Glacier. And the Diamond Beach is down here. As we zoom more and more, and you can see the lake coming into view. And from there, zoom more. So that is the edge of the glacier. That's where the icebergs break and get into the lakes. And you can see these dark spots. They are the actual icebergs floating around. And this lake drains into the sea through this channel here. So as the water flows, these icebergs get stranded over here over a number of months, and eventually manage to pass through one by one through this small channel. So that's the bridge running over it, and you can see the icebergs coming into view. Right, so that's a channel, and that's flows into the sea. Now this is the main sea now. And you can see floating ice masses here. Right. So they get slashed around by the waves and repeatedly slammed onto the beach. Eventually they begin to break up into small pieces. Then that results in ice crystals getting washed up into the beach. You can see the small ice crystals over here. They are the actual diamonds, the so-called diamonds. So that's how Diamond Beach comes into play. And so yeah, it is fascinating to see the Diamond Beach from an overall point of view. So this is how the diamond ice crystals are made. You could see this small iceberg, which was really big at the beginning. Then it gets washed into the sea, and then gets slashed around by the waves repeatedly, slamming them onto the beach. Then eventually these icebergs broke up into small pieces, and they become the diamond crystals, and they get washed up on the beach. And because the beach sand is so black because of volcanic burnt out sand, and it gives a great contrast to look at, and together the black sand and the glistening white ice crystals create this beautiful beach, and it's a sight to behold, really, and everyone should see this place once in a lifetime if they get a chance. Here people are having fun with the diamonds, enjoying the beach, engrossed in taking photographs. It's really lovely to look at. I read it in The Lonely Planet about this beach that you could be attacked by this bird called skua, and it's called being skuaed. These birds nest in the beach area, and if you go near the nest area, they start attacking you. And they are quite a large and burly birds, quite aggressive in nature. They feed upon puffins and seagulls, and they've got a quite large beak, and it can cause significant damage to you if you're not careful. But I forgot about it, and they started attacking me when I wandered into their nest area, so I have to take away. This is a young couple having their meal in their camper vans. These are camper vans which are converted for camping. You can sleep in them. You have all the basic amenities, and also you have small cooking kitchen in it. And you park the car wherever you go and sleep in it. For toilet facilities, you go to the public places to use them. Camper vans can save a lot of money when you are traveling around Iceland. Notice this camper van parked in the beach. It was so dirty, and the cycle was completely covered in mud. Then later on, as I was driving back away from the beach back home, then this chap was in front of me. It was raining heavily, and so it was kind of a welcome rain for the cycle to be cleaned. So gradually it got washed up and it became a clean van, as you can see here.